Yeah, I got the pop thing. Got this little pop guard gimmick. It's cool. I got the cooler thing because I got all this stuff.
That seems fair.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. This is
Hi.
Untitled. I am Curtis Wylde.
Hi. My name's Chuck Voltron.
This is Untrue. That is Billy McNeil, and we are accompanied, as always, by the lovely...
Chrissi Wylde, WyldeFyre.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So we are the podcast with no shopping agenda.
None.
So we had no idea what we're going to do heading into this. We still have no idea what we're going to do.
Sounds a lot like your matches.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you know what you're going to do, people can study for you. People can watch the footage, watch the film, right?
Oh, absolutely. And if you can confuse even yourself, just think of what you're doing to the other people.
That's a powerful thing. Confusing yourself is really strong when you're pro wrestling.
I seldom know what I'm doing at any given time, I promise.
It's true. He's ever confused. It's magnificent. That's why it's such a great time being tag team partners with him because, you never know what he's going to do, and he never knows what I'm going to do. So sometimes
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
Well,
No clue.
imagine the position I'm in. I don't have an idea what either one or you are going to do at any given time.
I can imagine you in various positions.
That is not what I meant, Curtis.
I don't get it, but I'm going to laugh anyway.
You have kids, bro. Anyway.
Do I?
Or
Do I?
Don't you?
No, that was a genuine question. I don't remember.
That's because they don't have those commercials anymore. Do you remember the commercials? The it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah, those always sounded so ominous to me as a kid, like as if the people making the commercial like had your kids and were taunting you or something.
They knew exactly where your kids were,
They
but
knew.
you didn't.
They still know.
You know where your kids are? Because I do.
I'm going to have a black phone incident going on.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen it?
That was a good movie, yeah. I liked
It
the
was
first
a
one a
good
lot.
movie. I liked Ethan
Did you see the
Hawke.
second one?
I didn't like the second one.
I didn't think it was as
know-
good.
I didn't know what the hell to think of the second one, man. What was the... Catch me up. Explain the movie. This is Black Phone 2, explained by Billy McNeil.
Oh boy, this is going to be a disaster.
No, it isn't.
Basically, it delves into the Creeper's backstory a little bit
Okay,
more.
that's enough. And now, a word from our sponsors. All right, Creeper's backstory. Let's keep it going.
All right, cool. I already forgot what we were talking about, but
Creeper's backstory.
basically,
Not
it
Jeepers
gets
Creepers.
it goes back to the two principal children from the first movie, Finn and his sister, whose name I can't remember,
Right.
who have some sort of psychic ability. That
They have
they're
psychic ability now? In the
no,
second
she
one?
does. The girl does. Finn not so much.
Right.
He can communicate with the dead, apparently. But, anywho, so she has the same issue that their mother had, and their mother, like, drove herself insane with it, basically. And they go to this, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a church camp, basically, that their mother went to when they were younger, and they find out that that's where the creeper was. Like, that was his origin, basically, and it all kind of stemmed from there. And basically them trying to deal with the creeper and, using his origin to find clues to how to defeat him.
Right.
I see.
And that was the worst explanation of a movie I could possibly do.
So, mother and child go to church and they have to defend themselves against a creeper.
Against Ethan Hawke.
It makes perfect sense. It's very real to life. One of the things that we're going to do here is try to steer away from like politics and a lot of the heavy stuff out there because we
There's
need
too
an
much of
escape.
that.
We need an escape
Yeah.
from time to time, right?
Well, that, and I feel like there's so much of that discourse out there already. Like, number one, what could we possibly add to that? Number two, again, there's 100 trillion billion options, so who cares what we think?
Exactly right. And that's why we hope you're tuning in because who cares what we think?
I mean, if we're still shopping around names for the podcast, I'm not opposed to that.
Untitled.
like it.
Who cares what we think?
Kind of like it.
Can we just make it longer every single episode?
Did anybody take you up on the challenge to help us name it?
No, I didn't really present it as a challenge. I just called it a thing and threw it out there. But let's throw the gauntlet out, bro.
Yeah, Herb Simmons actually suggested a name. He was like, "Please stop doing this immediately. You guys are embarrassing me."
Are you sure that wasn't?
That is a great name, dude.
sure
It's
that
gonna
wasn't
be
the booker?
awesome on a shirt. It's gonna look great on the merchandise and the apparel. And
It's wordy but effective.
yeah, we could put it on an 8x10 because we can change the size of the fonts. It'll be all right.
I see no drawbacks to this whatsoever.
Absolutely. www.nodrawbackswhatsoever.com. It's coming to your
Merchandise and everything.
Absolutely. We're going to have a merch store.
Spaceball style.
Exactly right. Spaceballs 2. Talk about it.
Hey, next thing you guys
Do you know anything about it?
I know absolutely nothing about
Bro,
this.
there
I know
is
they're
a
making it, but that's all I
Spaceballs
know.
2. It's a thing. It's
See,
happening.
this is why we need copies of our action figures.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I would love to have an action figure.
Yeah, and our action figure is in possession of Herb Simmons. So,
I assume somebody made action figures.
yes. But, I mean, and Herb named the show, so it's please stop doing this, whatever you do.
Please stop doing that. You guys are embarrassing me. The podcast.
That's going to be really, really long when you try to type that title out on the...
I'm already confusing myself trying to recite
Well, see,
it
what,
again.
what I'll do is I'll just make a note and I'll just copy and paste it because I'm lazy like that, and or do my prep work.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, lazy and efficient are cousins, so...
that's true. That's true. But we don't need to know what they do. What state did they come from?
Confusion.
Agreed.
And now you guys understand. This is my life.
Yeah.
It's the kind of wordplay you're gonna get dealing with us. So.
Yeah. These are the things that have to happen, though. This has to be introduced into the world. That's why we're doing the whole thing. So, but really, it just started out as random banter. And we were like, we've got to bring this to the public. And I'm not even super sure why, but I know how. Did you just take that in the throat?
Yeah.
You're not supposed
Here,
to take a microphone.
I'm giving
to
you
the
another
throat.
one.
Oh, no,
I'm
please.
giving you another one. I don't need
What
another one. You need
What's
another
happening
one.
over here?
I was just trying to give another
Trying to
pillow.
get comfortable.
Sure.
Then the microphone tried to...
Okay.
There's a cat there, man. Watch out.
Oh, he's fine.
He's a great pillow.
He'll move out of the way.
And if he doesn't,
Anyway,
he's
before I was
comfortable.
assaulted by the microphone.
You were assaulted? I was peppered once.
Oh, jeez.
And that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next time.
Maybe we'll cut that out. See, we have the benefit of editing.
No, I
Why would you
don't.
cut out
I
that?
don't know. That just reminds me of Gary Jackson, the Gary Jackson classic. I'm gonna be on you like white on pepper.
Did he actually say that?
Yes.
He did. He said that one
Yes, yes, he did.
was
And then
wonderful.
he
And then
comes
the
back to
rules.
the locker room, and we're all dying laughing. And he comes
Understandably.
back to the locker room, and I searched through my bag really quickly, and I grabbed one of those little salt and pepper packets that you get at the gas station, you know, in the hot dog station. And I set it on the table, and I slid it across to him. I was like, "Here you go, Gary. For the next time you need to get on somebody like white on pepper." And he says, "Oh shit, I'm never gonna live that down."
I'm going to bring it up next time I see him now. I hope he remembers.
Gary's got a great attitude for a guy that's got that much experience in this business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more than any of us will probably ever accumulate. That man is...
A treasure chest.
Been in the ring with Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon and
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow. A lot of the
Yeah.
greats, man. A lot of the greats. And a lot of them respected him to the point where he got a lot in. On
He
some
did.
Of those.
I watched every one of them. He absolutely did.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised he didn't get picked up back then.
Yeah, I think the only reason that he didn't was probably Coco Beware. They were really similar body style, shape.
Oh, I was really expecting there to be some like hidden backstory there where him and Coco Beware were like mortal enemies.
You know, there is a him and Coco Beware story. You'll have to ask him, or we'll have to maybe get him on the podcast. And
I actually have a Coco Beware story
do you?
from very, very early on. This is like, I'm talking like 8 matches
Oh, I've got to hear.
into being a pro wrestler.
Oh my.
But this was more observation than experience with him directly. But Yeah, this company I was working for is Badger State Pro Wrestling out of Wisconsin.
No, really?
Based on the name, I figured that won't be easy to pick up. But anyway, they brought in Coco Beware to work this show. This company drew absolutely nothing to. Like, I think the biggest show that I ever worked for them, I worked probably 10 shows, was probably just under 100 people.
Wow.
But yeah, this was 1999. I mean, it was in the middle of the biggest wrestling boom period of all time, and they couldn't draw, so
Yeah.
that's what happens when you don't tell anybody there's going to be a show.
Oh, imagine that.
But at least Coco Beware was there.
Coco Beware was there, and they did something where he got involved with the heel manager at the end of the show and decided to beat up the heel manager like all the way back to the locker room, but that included going through the entire crowd and picking up like a shoot trash can. When I say shoot trash can, I mean full of trash can that was in the what was it, roller hockey rink that we were wrestling in.
Sounds about right for Wisconsin.
He swung that thing. It was one of those like long rectangular trash cans. But anyway, he swung it like a baseball bat and just absolutely drilled this dude. And the guy, like...
Those are way worse than the circle ones.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, it gets worse. In the trash can, which he maybe should have figured out because it weighed a ton, was one of those gigantic industrial light bulbs that they had replaced earlier. This thing was this big around and like this long. Oh. Probably about 10 pounds.
So it exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. I mean, nice visually.
Yeah, for all 11 people who saw that, I'm sure they were thrilled. Oh, it was far beyond anything that should have been done on a show with so few people watching. But yeah, he just absolutely drilled with that thing.
Yeah, I have definitely seen those cans used and always wonder why. Like, you find a different can, man. You're going to hurt somebody. And I mean, that's kind of the point when you're hitting somebody with a trash can in that scenario, is to hurt somebody. But...
Yeah, but you know, like,
everybody wants to go home to their families. You want to make sure everybody, stays safe enough to be able to do that. It is a business.
You have to be able to see what you have at your disposal in the moment and make a solid judgment.
Well, not to mention, there's people around. Like, what if that glass had exploded all over the place? And there's at least 3 or 4 children there.
So you're telling me that Coco Beware took liberties? I can't believe it. I can't
necessarily say he took liberties. He just wasn't particularly careful.
Took liberties with the building. Took liberties with the liability insurance.
Oh shit! Are we burying Coco Beware?
For a second, because I was getting to Undertaker's story. You've heard Undertaker's story about Coco Beware?
You got hit with a trash can by Coco Beware.
No. So Undertaker hit Coco Beware with a tombstone. I think the first tombstone.
Yeah, Survivor Series 90, I believe.
Yeah, and it was rough. Dumped him right on his head, right?
It wasn't the tombstone as it would later be seen. It was a very primitive looking version.
Yeah, it was more of a slam/brain buster, but it wasn't nearly as safe as it could have been.
No, he didn't have him secured.
And he wasn't secured himself. He didn't grab a hold, but did the move, got backstage, and Coco Beware was apparently laying into the Undertaker about not hitting the move safely and dumping him on his head. And Undertaker just looked at him. He's after he had had enough of being chastised, just looked at him and was like, "Look, if you want, we can just handle this in the parking lot. I already said I'm sorry. I did as much as I could do, and
Frankie came in and got involved.
Yeah, and then Frankie was there, and before you know it, Undertaker was backing down, dude. It was crazy.
As one would, yes.
Yeah, well, Frankie could spread them wings. Frankie could turn it up a notch.
Yeah, you do that. I mean, it's very colorful. You got the motion. That's scary, dude.
Yeah,
get backed into a corner by that.
That's his version of scary. That's his version of peacocking.
Yeah, pretty much. You've been bit by a macaw. It hurts, man.
No, but I have done the Coco Beware wing wave at shows that he was at. So there's that. Close.
You think he'd mind if we adopted that?
I actually have been bit by a macaw. I take that back. You remember that?
How many different animals do you think you've been bit by?
Oh, goodness. The one that I wasn't bit by that I think Chrissy thought that I was going to get bit by was a black bear in Tennessee.
What?
Yeah.
I'll let you tell that story real quick.
All right. So we were stuck out in Tennessee for a weekend, and the weather was really nice. Let me preface this by saying I was big, fat, and pregnant with our oldest.
Okay.
So we're out hiking in Tennessee, and we go through a drive-through animal park. And you're supposed to be able to drive through here and see different animals that live in the animal refuge. And they warn you that there's bears there. So everybody's looking. We see a line of cars ahead of us, people stopping, getting out of their cars and stuff like that. So we assumed that there was a bear somewhere nearby. Sure enough, there was. It was a mom and her cub, and Curtis thought it was a great idea to park and get out.
And go down
Because
the hill.
he wanted to go down the hill and get a picture with the bear.
No, I didn't just want to get a picture with the bear. I wanted to get a picture with the bear for her. See, I wanted to have a great picture of our trip.
Now, mind you, at the same time, he demanded that I also get out of the car to take the picture for him. And I
Yeah.
did not.
Well, that seems
I
fair.
absolutely refused. I was
But
like,
the
I am
thing is,
fucking
like,
pregnant.
Even a
I am
pregnant lady
not.
could outrun the bear to a car in 30 feet. Would have been all right.
I wasn't risking
Your
it.
logistics may be a little bit off on that.
Maybe a little.
The thing is, the bear was like 60 feet away from the hill that it would have had to have gone up to even try to get to her, and then it's 30 feet to the car. She had like 90 feet.
That's just the distance to first base, dude. I mean, have you seen a bear run?
She was pregnant, dude. She could run too.
Ah, yes, that notorious pregnancy speed.
See?
Superpower.
Yeah.
That's right. They can break into that sprint. See what it is they get the motion behind that stomach, and I mean that just carries them along.
That's not how that works.
It's a performance enhancement drug, and I'm sticking by that.
Regular fucking
Sticking
Stephen
by it.
Hawking over here.
Right. True story. You didn't even know. I met Jack Presco. Jack Presco did lunch with Einstein, so that makes me smart. I think, right?
I mean, based on, I forget what that's called.
It's fucking science, bro. That's what that's called.
Nicely played.
But look at her face.
Transitive property.
I'm gonna hear about that later. She's gonna be like, "You said you were smart." I'm gonna drop something. She's gonna be like, "Pick it up, smart guy."
As she should.
True. That's true.
Okay,
Especially
so-
if she's giving me back any of my own medicine.
I'm a smart man. I'm a big smart man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You actually deserve it, man. And it's funny, too.
Thank you,
so.
Billy.
Have you seen that?
Anything for a laugh,
Have
honestly.
you seen that? There was a woman at a protest that was following an ICE agent around doing that.
With a megaphone.
I don't think she had a megaphone.
Look at me. I'm a big smart man. I'm a big strong man.
So now I'm pretty sure that Chrissy's going to put that on repeat every time I do anything messed up.
A good
I
bit's a
wasn't,
good
but he
bit.
just gave me a great idea. I love that.
You're just digging your own grave over
I
here,
do
dude.
not know why I just said
One
that.
shovel
because
at a time.
It's going to end up uploaded to my YouTube channel. I just know it.
Do you have any other ways you'd like her to humiliate and embarrass you, or just while we're at it?
Should I just give her a list now?
Hold on. I'm ready. I'm ready
Let's
to take
not.
note.
Let's not. The macaw biting me. It actually bit me on my ring finger. That's not why I don't have a wedding ring right now. That's because it was lost.
Oh, mine was eaten by a macaw, actually, so.
Great story, bro. All right, you're up next. So
His was lost, I think, after a wrestling show. But what's
we
crazy
stayed
about
at
that
a
is
hotel and
years ago,
it
when he was traveling for a living, he accidentally left his ring at a hotel in Utah. And I had to pay $12 to have it sent back to us.
was it Utah? I thought it was Minnesota.
No, it was Utah.
Gotcha.
$12
But,
small price to pay for that, though.
Right.
This bird, I don't even remember the scenario or the situation. Maybe you do.
The
But-
macaw.
Yeah, the macaw. I put it out. They said that it liked shiny things, and I put my finger out, and it bit my ring, and it was, I guess, gold enough that it bent it. It bent it around my finger.
Yeah, they're strong as shit,
They
dude.
are, man. I'm just glad that wasn't my finger.
I had one straight up steal my earring out of my ear one time. We were in California on our honeymoon. And,
What did you guys do to macaws?
no. Well, so this one
We don't
actually I don't
talk
think
about
was a
that.
macaw, if I remember correctly. I think this was just one of the red parrots. The really
Pretty sure it
smart
was a
ones that talk. Anyway,
Toucan?
No.
Oh, that's the cereal guy.
Yeah.
Right, that's the one with the big beak.
Right. Have you seen him these days? He smokes cigars. He gained a bunch of weight.
Hanging out with Joe Camel.
Yeah. You have seen him. They should have an Instagram.
Fell in with a bad crowd.
That guy needs a what happened to him. Where are they now? Episode.
Oh, his feathers all askew and eyes droopy and bloodshot. I don't know what went wrong.
Looking just like the dude. You know?
Too many pickup poker games.
Yeah. Yeah, the gambling, the women. Who's to say where all the money went?
Lost it all on a bad head.
The drugs certainly didn't help.
Sounds like Bukowski with wings.
Toucan Sam went wrong. Poor guy. He does strike me as a guy who would make mistakes, though. Like, as he got older, he would...
I'm curious, what led you to this conclusion?
Well, he just strikes me as somebody who's got questionable character. But I got to fill everybody in. And the reason I just said, out of nowhere was because in the background, we're watching, what would you call it?
Fail Army.
Fail Army?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, fail videos of people doing things and fairly miserably. Someone just landed on egg crates on their
I mean,
crotch.
I figured this was good inspiration for you guys. You know, like what not to do.
But it could be a distraction.
Talking about it, I'm getting new ideas how to land.
Yeah. Like just like that, right on your face.
Jesus.
You should land right on your face and then
I'd
get
say
ran
your
over
list
by a
of ways is
motorcycle.
long enough by now, Billy. I can't tell you how many times you've landed in that ring, and I cringe watching that shit. For real.
I gotta admit,
Done
it's
something
impressive.
right then.
It's impressive. Most people, like, when they get clotheslined or something, they land on their back. You know, maybe their neck if it was
Not
a
Billy.
really hard clothesline. Somehow, some way, you sometimes land on your face. Do tell. Explain that. That's not sciencing.
I just go completely limp, and whatever happens, happens.
That math doesn't math, though. Like, because there's a 360 in there. There's a whole 180. There's a hemisphere switch. I don't get it.
I don't know. I basically, like, I leave my conscious body and observe from outside as my ragdoll body goes flying through the air.
So it's kind of like when Hulk got punched out of his body and the spirit just goes, woo.
Yeah, more or less, but anytime I get hit with anything.
So, I
Exactly.
mean, then I gotta ask you, Billy. With as many, like, crazy bumps and stuff as you've taken, how many times have you been injured wrestling?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you call injured. I've got 4 documented concussions, separated my shoulder, broke every finger on both my hands, had about 14 teeth knocked out, hyperextended my knee a couple of times, broke my wrist, more cuts and bruises than I could ever possibly count.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Cry me a river. I bruised my ego when we lost the tag team championships.
That one hurt.
That's still up for debate whether we actually lost that match or not.
True story. I think the rep tore a hamstring and never actually counted the 3.
I
haven't seen the tape on it.
You know, I don't actually think he counted to 1. I think it was, 2, 3.
Oh, you might be right. Maybe he never counted the 1. So
Right,
the
so does it count?
Never actually started.
That's what I'm saying.
That was it.
I wasn't in the greatest position to observe anything, but I heard what sounded like a small dog giving birth to a full-grown whale
Oh. What the fuck?
during
I
a
think,
car accident.
I think that sounds like we should still be the tag team champions.
That's
like-
the conclusion I reached as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
wait, we should hold claim. I mean, we're the uncrowned tag team champions.
Should we just go back and be like, just give us those back?
We just decided.
Yeah.
But we're the uncrowned tag team champions. We could be uncrowned forever. I figured that out when I was a villain. The crowd hated me.
We never had crowns to begin with, though.
Who do we talk to?
I don't know, you
I'd
got-
like a crown.
do
I
you
don't
have
know
a
about
crown
you.
guy? I don't have a crown guy.
We do, like Jerry the King Lawler, but he's going to put us in touch with his crown guy, and I don't really like to be delegated that way.
Yeah, I feel like he's just a middleman taking a cut for no good reason.
Yeah, like why don't he just give us one of his crowns?
I mean, I understand, he's the king and he's the guy with the crown, but
Did you hear the story about his crown?
I have a feeling I know where you're going with this. But
Yeah. His debut in WWF, before it was WWE. It happened, kids. There was a lot of tension because he ran the Memphis territory, and a lot of guys would get sent to Memphis before they got brought up. And when that was either going south or finishing up for Jerry down there for the most part, he came up, got signed a contract to be a performer, and apparently on night one, his crown was desecrated, put in the shower, and yeah, all the boys and their animals and their friends, and I mean, this is
Extended
the story.
family.
This is the story that I hear. So yeah,
I've heard that one before too. I heard a few names might be involved with that.
was it X-Pac again? Damn
yeah,
it!
actually, well, I was going to say the Click.
Damn it,
most
Sean Waltman.
specifically. What's that? Steve
He's actually
Kern.
a pretty nice guy, Sean Waltman.
Who, Sean
Steve
Waltman?
Kern?
Yeah, you
Steve
said
Kern
Sean,
was in on that?
Sean Waltman's a nice guy.
Yeah, I thought.
I've never met him.
Yeah, I thought he was a nice guy when we met.
I was compared to him many a times, starting out by my trainer, the illustrious Bastion Booger.
I could see that. I
Yeah.
could see that.
But
How is that, being trained by Bastion Booger?
he's every bit the athlete you would think. And by that, I mean, well, and I get the same thing every time I tell somebody, "How do you teach y'all to do all those flips?" No, I taught myself how to do that because I was an idiot as a kid and I just jumped off of things.
And
So not much has changed there, but
and your body style definitely helped with that.
oh yeah, oh for sure.
Lent its help to that.
But no, I mean, that guy. People don't realize it just because I feel like a lot of people don't even know who he was anymore, which is unfortunate. They know him as Bastion Booger, who was a joke character basically in WWF for, I don't know, maybe a year or something. But he ran afoul of the Click, by the way. That's what got him out of there, apparently.
It happened to a lot of people that.
But yeah, I guess he made an offhand comment at a house show about. Shit, I want to say it was Kamala and somebody else, and he was watching it and just kind of made a flippant comment along the lines of, "Oh wow, they're really fucking going all out tonight," and apparently Shawn Michaels stooged him off. Hey, he's burying these guys, blah blah blah. He's not, basically not a team player, not a guy we want on our team. So that was kind of the end for him.
Yeah, it was
It's a hell of a way to take that.
Yeah, right.
It was a time when you had to impress the right people. You had to rub the right elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, they described it many a time. A lot of those guys described it as a Shark Tank environment. You eat or be eaten.
Yeah,
So, they ate.
and they probably weren't wrong, because if you didn't, hit a certain level on that card, you probably weren't eating too well.
Yeah.
Probably not. No, those are some lean years. I don't know if anybody out there was watching WWF from like 92 through about, well, 92 is still pretty good. 93 through like, I don't know, early 96. Holy shit, that stuff was atrocious.
Yeah,
Just insanely boring, nothing happening. I mean, you had Brett and Sean who were, amazing in ring, but just nothing around them.
are you watching these days?
Pro wrestling?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we tried to watch Raw. I try to keep up enough to have a general idea of what's going on in the wrestling universe.
Yeah, I'll read results and stuff like that. That's about as far as it goes.
I watched some of the highlights on like WrestleMania,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, things like that. So I try to keep updated. But we did try to watch Raw the other night, and I like what they're
My
doing.
condolences.
Paul Heyman's got a new group, The Vision.
Yes.
And
Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed,
Braun
Braun Breaker.
Breaker. Yeah.
Why is his name Braun Breaker? They've acknowledged that he's a Steiner like 1,000 times.
1,000 times. He even uses Steiner math.
It's Michael McGillicuddy / Curtis Axel all over again. It's like, just call the guy who he is. This is
And that's
ridiculous.
money. That's where it's money.
Braun Breaker's not even a cool name.
Call him a New Age Steiner.
Well,
Call
that's
it,
the name that
whatever.
he came into WWE with, wasn't it?
No, he was never a Steiner.
No, I know that.
But the
I
trip
mean, the
was
Braun
when he
Breaker
played
name.
ball, he played football, and he was a Steiner. You know, so it's not like it's a big secret who he was. And they should run with that shit anyway because they're trying to form him like a new age Goldberg. And Goldberg was his real name, Bill Goldberg. And he, was on the gridiron and earned his spot there. And
Wait, Braun Breaker's real name is Bill Goldberg? That's insane.
you didn't know that?
No, wow.
Yeah.
I
So
really
is-
haven't been
is
paying
Braun-
attention.
And you can't even tell until he shaves his head.
Whose kid is Braun Breaker then?
Rick's.
Rick Steiner.
Okay.
Yeah. Scott is his uncle.
I feel like he looks and acts more like Scott, though.
Yeah, but don't tell Rick's mom. Or Rick's wife. Braun's mom.
I'm not going to tell her when I talk to her tonight.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
interesting.
I
Now
have
we
a
know
feeling,
more
Billy,
about
that
Billy
your
McNeil than
little
we
black
ever
book
thought we
is
would.
vastly different from most of the guys in the locker room then.
I highly doubt that.
They got all the names in their phone, and you got all the names moms.
Could that be my new gimmick, please? Can we do that?
That would be pretty good, wouldn't it?
I mean, if we're throwing believability out the window, let's just go with it.
I should have done more of a sound check on this thing. Because now these things are pinging funny.
Have
Oh,
we?
It was doing all right. Did you move, Chrissy?
A little bit.
Oh, maybe that's what it's.
Yeah, I'm never sure how close I need to be to this or where I should be aiming for.
I'm just trying to get all our
Visual-wise.
pings in the same spot. It's
Yeah.
only 36 minutes in. We'll be fine.
I'm trying to stay about this distance. Oh.
That's good. I'm trying to get us where you're at because it sounds like a good level. And I'm right about here, and I need to be a little higher. So, out there in podcasting land, how is everyone doing? Billy McNeil, let me get some sound checking over here.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, you're too close. Just chill. Chill like you were.
Hello, hello, hello.
Not bad, not bad. And Chrissy, let's throw a little something in there.
Check. Mic check.
Yeah, all right. Now, let me make sure that this is all right. This is all right. I think we're doing all right. Looks good to me. That's right. We waited till like 36 minutes into this thing to do a real mic check.
Consummate professionals.
You know it. You know it. That's why I was still plugging shit in when you got here. That's exactly why, because we were ready.
Yep.
We were not going to wait.
I mean, dude, this whole podcast from conception to execution to wherever we are now has been flying by the seat of our pants. Just,
It's a snap together podcast.
yeah.
That's exactly right. A pop-up podcast.
Are we gonna
Yeah,
to
we
tag
have a
that
little bit
off?
of experience with that, don't we?
Pop-up podcasting. Yeah.
We used to have a traveling podcast.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
I even took that thing to D.C.,
Washington, D.C.
Atlanta. I took it a number of different places, but the one big one was when we took it to D.C. and getting that thing on the flights and
That was always interesting.
going through security with a podcast.
And take all the
why is
pieces
all
of
this
equipment out of the
electronic
bag.
equipment
What kind of podcast are we talking?
in? It was a political podcast.
Yeah.
So very similar to this.
Very similar to this, except I would do this on location elsewhere.
Right.
Yeah. Now it's in the living room.
We were a little more sophisticated. Wore real clothes. Well, not real clothes. We wore fake clothes.
But we wore actual clothes. Like, these are CGI. People at home don't even know, but it's like those Zoom backgrounds that you can switch.
Yeah. Everything in here is green screen, including us.
It's true. It's true. In the interest of transparency.
I wish I existed. Oh, I wish I were a real boy.
He does. He does. And sometimes he thinks he is until he looks down,
Nobody's got the heart to tell me.
including his wife.
Ow.
Also imaginary.
Yeah. Green screened.
See, there's a reason why we've never met her.
That's right.
You guys and everybody else. I think it's just because she hates pro wrestling.
No.
Haven't we met her like once or twice?
I'm sure she's been to a couple shows. I'm sure you guys have met her. yeah.
Maybe.
I know you guys met my dad.
Yes, we definitely met your dad. Your dad
Your dad's
was
cool.
a fan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he actually sort of likes pro wrestling. He sent me pictures not too long ago of him meeting Sergeant Slaughter. So
Really?
Oh, that's
What was
cool.
the context you met him?
I have no idea.
Huh.
So here's
You didn't
pictures of me
ask?
meeting Sergeant Slaughter. Oh, cool.
Like,
That's awesome.
so
but
were you at a
what?
G.I. Joe convention? What happened?
I can only assume.
Yeah, yeah.
He lives up in Minneapolis area. So that's a strong wrestling community. I guess they do. There's a lot of
A lot of wrestlers live up there. A lot of retired wrestlers live up
Well,
there.
it's been a big community since before Kurt Hennig.
Yeah, well, Robbinsdale High School, the output of Robbinsdale High School in the, I guess it'd be the early 80s, late 70s, but the guys that came through there, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Rick Rude, Kurt Hennig, Demolition Smash.
Didn't the Road Warriors do a stunt up
Road
there?
Warriors.
Man, they had the who's who for a period of time. They were a hotbed.
John Nord the Barbarian, the Berserker, whatever you may know him as.
Yeah, I wonder why that guy didn't go further.
I have no idea. He was awesome, though.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked his presence. He seemed like a new age Bruiser Brody.
I think that actually might have been the thing that hurt him the most, is he was too similar to Brody.
Might have been.
I guess it's a possibility, but...
And Bruiser Brody, Nord the Barbarian, people may have mistaken him. We could
Entirely
ask
possible.
Barbara in May at FanFest 4.
I feel like he was...
Yeah, see how I worked that in?
Dude,
that was
Ever the
good.
Pro.
that was real good.
I'm really excited about FanFest 4.
I am too.
I am too. I actually get to go to this one.
Hey.
Beautiful. It's in Illinois.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
Billy
can't wait.
McNeil's not allowed in Missouri.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, there's something about him being wanted. Something went on at a Waffle House. I don't
He's
know.
not allowed to cross the river.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
He's one of the elements.
I'll go in the river, but I don't cross the river.
That's right. But he doesn't go in the river with clothes.
Yeah, that's
Moving
true.
on. So, so FanFest 4, who's some of the people that you've seen that you're
Doink
digging?
the Clown.
Doink the Clown.
I'm going to fight Doink the Clown. I don't care if it's a match or just I happen to see him in the hallway. I'm going to fight Doink the Clown.
Well,
Out
you,
of
you guys
respect.
dress similar.
No
Out of
heat, no
respect.
animosity. I love him like a brother, even though I've never met him. I'm going to fight that dude.
All right.
All
You
right,
heard it here. You heard it here. We are throwing out the gauntlet.
With
the
love.
challenge has been made with love and respect. Doink,
Nothing
your
but love and
ass is
respect.
Billy McNeil's. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
Yeah. So Herb Simmons, Championship Committee, if you're listening,
Whatever happens, happens.
make that match. And if you don't, the hallway's
It's gonna
getting
happen
it.
anyway.
It's on a site.
You might as well tell people to come watch it, because I'll fight him in front of nobody. I'll fight him in front of everybody.
Yeah. He'll fight him in front of nobody until everybody gets there.
There won't be anything left of him.
Nothing. Except maybe that flower that shoots water.
No, I think you should
Or
just.
no, you should take that as your trophy.
I think you should cut up more of the rainbow confetti that you had, and bring a leaf blower.
Brilliant
Dueling
idea.
confetti spot.
5
Oh,
pounds
man.
of confetti
Don't
and
go give me
leaf
ideas.
blower. I'm telling
Listen,
you,
I
that's
don't
all
want to
you
give
need.
away our game plan, but I think maybe we should get some confetti for February 7th when we have a
I was
tag match.
actually
against
thinking about
this
strategy
function.
for that, and because part of me, I'm torn on this, because part of me is like, I want to beat the shit out of those guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But also, how funny would it be to like pin them 5 seconds into the match? Like what? Because okay, what's the most vulnerable part of any pro wrestler? It doesn't matter who, anybody, top to bottom. What is the most vulnerable part?
Your ear. I don't know.
I would say eyeballs, but you're going to go with the...
Did you say ego?
Your ear. But no, your ego is probably.
That's what I'm getting at. Ego.
Yeah.
You'd add anybody there.
So you're going to bring in Egotistical Fantastico from Chicagoland Wrestling from 15 years ago.
It was a
Was
lot
that dude's
longer
name?
than that.
Robert Anthony. Was that-
20 years.
is
Yeah,
that his
Robert
That
Anthony.
was his
you knew
name.
him. Wow.
Oh, I've been around a
He
long
knew
time.
Ego.
Damn, that's crazy.
We
Small
all knew
world.
Ego. I think he got a contract for a period of time. Or something.
Last I heard,
Yeah,
he had
he
gone
did.
to OVW.
Yeah, he was a developmental guy for a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Egotistico Fantastico.
The other one.
Robert Anthony.
Robert Anthony. Yeah. And
I
anybody
think
out
so.
there will
I
probably
could be
know him
getting that
more as
wrong.
Robert Anthony. It was definitely Robbie something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking long ago.
Pretty sure I called him Robbie.
I have no idea.
He got a little offended because he gained a whole lot of weight in between me seeing him one time and the next time that I saw him. And
Like,
I
gain weight in a
commented,
positive way, or
depending on how you're looking at it.
it was literally the most vague answer.
put on an absolutely stunning amount of muscle in between the
okay,
skinny guy
cool.
that I knew
I got
and
you.
this jacked up guy that
Understood.
I eventually saw. But he kind of got a little offended because I was just so enamored with his new size. He was like, bro, you are absolutely huge. Look at the size of you. Like, there's no way you could have done that natural.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know?
say, do you think at some point maybe he just considered like, this guy's got to be fucking with me, right? He's being a dick, right?
Well, I was kind of being a dick, but I was also being very honest. You know, because he did have a great rock star build to him, but he didn't the time that I knew him before. Just saying. So I was complimentary, but I was complimentary and also knew him as a skinny guy.
Right, but it also sounds like you're implying something.
I
Other
never
than
would.
the
Great
one
diet,
chicken,
bro.
two asparagus diet.
Great diet, lots of gym time. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
You read Triple H's book, is that what you're saying?
Maybe. Could have.
I remember that being shorthand back in the day for,
I didn't, so
hey,
fill
this
us in.
guy's on the gas.
Fill us in. Well, what's in Triple H's book?
Well, I mean, it's like a workout book. So the joke was like, hey, this guy just got huge out of nowhere. He must have read Triple H's book.
Uh-huh.
Wink, wink.
Uh-huh. Because you know the Triple H
Steroids.
Yeah. Oh. You are not being nearly as vague. Not being nearly as vague.
Subtlety is my strong suit.
Yeah, see, some people don't even realize it. Like, they probably think that it's a whole lot of you guys having to pull me back, but it's me and her having to pull back Billy McNeil.
I feel like we all, it's like a synergistic
Pull back.
type thing. We kind of
Pulling of
all
the back.
rein each other in, because if not, there'd be chaos.
True
That's
story.
true.
But the great thing is, we come up with the most outlandish ideas before our matches, and somehow nix all of that before we get out there and just cohesively come together and get the job done. And that's what made us tag team champions for over 450 days.
I feel like it's a level of maturity that we've reached finally, because back in the day, it would, like, that whole part about not doing the most ridiculous things we thought of, that wouldn't have even come up. We'd have just done that.
We would have done it.
That's all it would have been.
A whole lot of that.
So what you're saying is
Maybe
you've
2 or
grown a
3
filter.
times. Don't tell us that, because then we'll have to get rid of the filter.
Yeah, now we sound old and
Crotchety.
yeah.
Yeah. But I am old and
Yeah, I was
crotchety
gonna say
a
we
little
are
bit.
old, but
A little bit. That-
hey, I don't know, man. Like I said, if Gary Jackson can keep going, that's just inspiration for any. I mean, granted, he's a timeless freak of nature, but you know, as long as he's still going, I have hope for the future.
I feel that. I feel that to a certain extent, because the style that I think both of us have kind of developed is a little similar to Gary in the way that we're a little smarter. We work a little smarter, not harder. We you know, understand that less is more.
Yeah. Well,
And,
and also my body
we
started
had-
telling me stop doing that. So I
Yeah,
stopped
don't like let guys dump you on your head if you can help it. And before you're just like, fine, do it. I can take it. You know?
Yeah.
I
Well,
remember. It was like 3 weeks ago.
wasn't that long. But no, there's a lot of stuff that I used to do that I specifically remember the last time doing and going, yep, can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I did a lot of stupid things over the course of my career, but I think we both kind of developed a style, like I said, similar to Gary, that lends to some longevity, and we can, you know, fight with the best of them. We can get with guys like Dysfunction, like we're going to do
Sure.
February 7th.
Absolutely.
But we can also go toe-to-toe with guys like Peyton Ayers and Super Assassin and things like
Yeah.
that. So,
I'll take the soup.
you want the soup?
Well, you said super assassin. I don't want an assassin. I'll take the soup.
Deal. Deal.
Wordplay.
You can have that. I'll take the bread. You can have the soup. I'll take the bread. You get it, money? That's where I was going. Benjamin's.
I get it.
All right.
I
No,
don't get
see,
it.
the money is my part.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
where I come in.
For those that don't know, when we get paid, I don't.
That's correct.
It all goes there.
That's correct.
It started out as kind of a running joke, but now it's like a necessity.
It's true. I've seen it happen
Yeah.
many times.
Many, many times. I can't even touch the envelope. Just saying. Disallowed.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
I feel like we got sidetracked on the Bastion Booger thing.
I feel like maybe, but that's what I get for not having a wife that's green screen.
Well,
But go ahead.
I feel like I sold him short earlier, but I did want to say that he did have a ton of knowledge about. I mean, he was everywhere. He was in Stampede, dude. He showed me old tapes of Stampede that probably still haven't been seen to this day. Around that period, he was there as Makan Singh.
Okay.
But
I don't remember him, but I mean,
that was a fairly short-lived gimmick, and I don't think it was ever in the United States. He did it in Mexico. He did it in Japan. He did it in Stampede, and I think that was it. Because once he went to WCW, he was Norman the Lunatic.
yeah.
Which is, by the way, why I wear this key around my neck, in case anyone was curious.
In case he's got to get Norman out.
Yeah, Norman. Well, Norman the Lunatic's gimmick was he was like a good-natured guy who was from an insane asylum, and Teddy Long was his manager, right? Mm-hmm. So anytime Norman the Lunatic would develop a conscience and not want to be like evil bad guy, really stick it to somebody, Teddy Long just flashed the key at him and be like, "Hey man, you do my bidding, or you're going right back to the insane asylum."
And then he would do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, he kind of had him under his thumb, so to speak, with that key. So
under
now,
his spell.
in tribute, I wear one of my own.
Oh, well, that is an interesting backstory from Billy McNeil about his trainer, Bastion Booger. That's awesome. And I didn't even know about that other thing, because that's kind of like the urn, Undertaker and Paul Bearer with the urn.
Absolutely, very similar.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's where they got it from.
Well, the urn, I think the urn was always more of like I don't know if it was necessarily used as an item of control, but he seemed to derive power from it, I guess. I don't know.
I think that was the difference.
Yeah,
it's more of a power supply as opposed to a
control
threat
mechanism.
or a control mechanism, yeah.
Till the Godfather turned it into the most gaudy necklace I've ever seen in my life.
Says you. That was a beautiful necklace. Especially if you're into late 90s hip-hop.
I was gonna say, if you watched mid-90s WWF like I did, you remember just horrible stuff like that.
At least it wasn't a clock.
The one thing I am glad about with the Teddy Long story, or portion of that story, is that he got a redemption arc. I mean, he's went that whole way. He was the GM of SmackDown for a long time. Playa, holla. But he is also going to be the GM, I do believe, of FanFest 4.
Yeah, speaking of people being at FanFest, Teddy Long.
Yes, we get to see Teddy again.
Never actually met him before, so I'm curious if he's got any Norman the Lunatic stories. I'm going to have to ask him about that.
Oh, he'll love to know that you were trained by him.
I was one of very few. I think there's less than a dozen of us ever.
Well,
I'm
Teddy
pretty
Long's
sure
one of
the
the
only
good
one
ones,
active.
man. Super approachable. If you go up to him, you tell him the story about Bastion Booger, he's probably going to sit and listen to you and talk to you,
I would love
tell
to
you
do
a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about FanFest, man. They're just kind of hanging out, and there's legends everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's legends.
Yeah. And, I mean, obviously this isn't for the fans, but for you, the best part really is just going into catering and just sitting and watching people come in and out, listening to them talk, and remembering stories, and some people who haven't seen each other in years, people who haven't met but know the same people, stuff like that is really, really cool. It's a fun experience.
Yeah, it really is surreal. I mean,
it is.
If we've been doing this for how long now?
Yeah.
Just, 25-something years at this point.
26 years. I'm in my 26th year. I think you got a few months on me.
Yep.
September 99, when did you start?
December 99.
Okay, yeah, like 2 months.
Yeah.
Probably like 4 shows.
Yeah, that's why we were tag champs for 450 days. Obviously, because we
Stands to
started in the same section. What was that, like Capricorn or something? We're Sagittarius of wrestlers, or what
I
does
honestly
that?
have no idea.
Yeah, but she would. The star sign
When?
September into December. Where do we fall?
I know
on that?
Scorpio's in there between.
There's
like,
a few
late
in there.
October and November.
Okay, so let's name off all of them, and then we're like, if those things had a baby,
So
that's
Dasher, Dancer, Donner,
it. Yeah, Comet, Cupid. I don't remember the rest. Anyway,
Donner Blitzen.
Donner Blitzen. Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is, and then Rudolph.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because Rudolph was the coolest of them all.
We're so good at getting off topic.
back to Bastion Booger. No, we're not even.
No,
on
I'm just
Bastion. Yeah, but that's the greatest
We're
thing
taking
about
some
this.
crazy leaps in logic here, and I love it.
Yes, but that's the greatest thing about this is that, like, I would say back to Bastion Booger, but we already covered that.
Oh, no.
We got to the Teddy Long thing, and now we're realizing that we still have no shopping agenda, and that's the best part about this thing.
What about almost an hour in here?
Are we about an hour? Yeah, we're getting close.
Right around there.
Close, yeah, 55 minutes.
An hour of nonsense with you chuckleheads.
There was probably 2 minutes of nonsense before we ever got serious about anything.
Yeah, that's true.
We're doing better, though.
The entire first podcast.
Yeah, we're doing better because the entire first podcast was us not getting serious about anything. And it started out, I don't know if you listened to it, but it started out with, at the beginning, when we were just getting seated and getting things going, I said something to the effect of, and we don't know what the hell we're doing. And that's where I started the podcast.
I think
Truer
it's
words never
perfect.
spoken.
I don't think there's any other place to start that.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So I think we're going to throw a shout out. I think we should shout out to the viewing audience if you're watching, if you're listening, if you're following a Facebook post that you might be seeing this shared on. Throw us a name idea. We're going to maybe have a little contest or something. Throw us some name ideas, and then if we end up picking yours, maybe we'll do a signed 8x10.
Yeah.
We'll send it out, self-addressed stamped envelope. Oh, no, that's so 80s of me.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Neither does the studio audience here.
So you do know what I'm talking about.
Our very first podcast that we ever did, many, many, many years ago, was filmed live in front of a dead studio audience, from above undertow.
I mean, I'm intrigued by the concept. I'm also a little scared.
It was fun.
Mike Gordon was one of my guests. Mikey Gordon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've actually wrestled him in SICW.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I think the only person who wrestled him in SICW.
Probably. That match had higher hopes, I think, for both of you.
It's a very nice way to put it.
Yeah. But we all get those. Man.
Part of the reason I want to fight Doink the Clown so much.
It's exactly the reason.
My first battle against the Clown did not go great. I'm hoping to improve.
Doink or ass belongs to Billy McNeil, so you better bring a whoopee cushion.
Oh, I've been a Doink the Clown fan since dude showed up back in the day. What an amazing character.
Yeah, he was an amazing character, and he was one of those that you didn't even know he was a character until he was already involved.
Based on everything I've heard about him since, that was not a character at all.
A little bit of that too. But I liked him before he got there and didn't even know that was the dude because
it was Matt Bourne, yeah.
Doink was Doink, yeah.
And it's Big Josh in WCW rolling logs and shit.
Yeah, I don't really
German
know
suplexing Scott Hall in his head.
I don't really know how he went to the Big Josh character because to me that was a really bad character.
He's a Pacific Northwest guy.
Still,
that's why. I mean,
you got nothing better than Big Josh.
Dude, look at all the other stuff they had around that time.
Was this around the Oz period?
Yeah, it was actually right around the period of between Oz and Vinny Vegas.
Yeah, they had a whole lot of nothing going on
I feel like Big Josh worked with both of those characters.
I did watch a match not too long ago with Big Josh in a 6-man tag. It was Sting, Big Josh, and somebody else.
El Gigante.
Yeah, maybe.
Brian Pillman. I'm just trying to think of other baby faces around it. Tom Zink. The
It
Z-Man.
might have been the Z-Man, bro. It might have been.
Hey, yet another guy from Robbinsdale High School. The Z-Man, Tom Zink.
Huh.
Yeah, he was, when I lived in Minnesota, he was on indie shows all the time.
You lived in Minnesota?
Cool.
Yeah, I grew up in Minnesota.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why the hell did you move here?
Moved to Missouri when I was 15.
No.
Pants?
True story.
Oh,
Like it was a choice then, huh?
See, I
Not
thought he was
exactly.
going to go into a diatribe about running away and going to Neverland, meeting a chick named Wendy.
All right, can we rewind and I'll just go into that?
I'll cut it. I'll edit it. It'll work out
Rewrite the
perfectly.
story.
Yeah. All right. So.
So I met Kiefer Sutherland.
Wrong Wendy.
It's spiky blonde hair. And he lived under a bridge.
Right.
Ate some rice, and then I couldn't go out during the day anymore.
And
Did the rice make you see worms
spaghetti was worms.
or maggots?
Maggots,
Yeah, it was
Michael.
the
You're eating
Noodles,
maggots.
Yep.
For those who are unaware, Lost Boys the movie was actually loosely based on the Hook and Peter Pan series.
Yeah.
Which was originally Wendy, right? The
you
original,
know more about it than I do.
The original Peter Pan thing. It might have been Peter Pan originally, but
Yeah, the original story is called Peter Pan.
it wasn't Peter and Wendy. Or maybe there was something after that. Peter
Yeah.
and Wendy. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe like another adaptation or something like that.
Yeah. So what are some names that you guys are going to come up with? We're hoping for some fun stuff. Nothing that's going to be too outlandish or inappropriate. We are with SICW,
No,
and that is
we
a
could never do that.
family-friendly program. We do drop a little language on this from time to time, but you know why, don't you? Because Glenn Williams can say whatever he wants to on Nasty Talk, and I get that he pays for that, but it's not like this is connected to SICW.
Wait, he gets to say whatever he wants on there?
Well, I mean,
I can't bring myself to watch that.
I saw him. I saw him drop a couple S-bombs. I'm just
What?
saying. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, but apparently he pays for his own advertisement or something. Like he pays for that portion of the show instead of them running advertisers as a commercial for that. He pays for that portion so he can have like a 2-minute promo on the wrestling show.
okay, fine and great, but
Must be nice to be spoiled, rotten, and nasty.
Listen, I'm not going to say that it's not a great idea. It's something that I would have done if we weren't on Charter, Channel 198, when I was a villain for such a long period of time.
Yep.
But, yeah, so he's been using some blue language, and we're going to blue it up a little bit here, but this isn't exactly connected to SICW. We just happen to be a couple SICW originals.
loosely
SICW
affiliated,
exclusives.
I guess.
And the longest reigning transitional tag team champions
Yeah.
of all time.
You drop that transitional. You can't be transitional if you're tag team champs for over a year.
Well, when you think you're going to lose the tag titles every single match you have. I
Right,
think
but
we could-
why?
That's part
Did
of the
they ever
fun of
tell
it,
you
is
you
that
were
we
going to
kept-
lose them?
Hey, what do you mean tell you? You don't. That's not how wrestling works.
See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
told him to go piss up a rope.
Yeah,
See?
right up the rope.
And that's why you haven't lost them yet, technically. That and the ref never
I like the
started
way she
counting.
thinks. I
You
do
should
like the
listen
way-
to me more.
I should, but I don't. I really.
Not really.
Yeah. But I think that the transitional thing still sticks because we are. That's part of the tongue in the cheek, man. Is that we're over 450 days SICW Tag Team Champions, but the longest reigning transitional Tag Team Champions of all time.
Probably the longest transition in history.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying in SICW of all time.
You're also the longest reigning SICW tag champs, period. So, I mean, there's that.
There's that.
And I don't think anybody's ever going to break that because I know if anybody gets close, I'm going to kneecap them, Tanya Harding style.
Never
Yeah,
gonna
see,
die.
Do they know why though? Because we watched the Horsemen in the '80s, and we will follow you in a car and break your hand. I'm just saying. You know, that's how they got things done. We
Well,
do
I also
things
watched,
Horseman style.
watched WCW in the 90s too when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash swerved in front of the Steiner's car and they drove off the side of the road and flipped the car like 17 times.
There is that, or later when it was like towards the end when it was Hogan feuding with Billy Kidman, and they were gonna bury somebody alive or something out
I
of
think
the
it was
field.
Ric Flair.
Yeah,
They
maybe
took him out in the desert and they were going to bury him in the desert.
Yeah, still didn't get the job done.
No.
That guy's still kicking.
Right.
He is. Car Shield appreciates it, but
He was considered an old guy back then. Dude, that
Right.
was
that's ridiculous.
27 years ago.
That is wild. That is
I think
wild.
that's what happened. They buried him in the desert, and he came back a vampire.
Could be.
Well, okay.
I think Ric
but
Flair
I'm gonna
may
have
have
to
always
reevaluate
kind
that
of.
whole period.
Ric Flair may have always kind of been a vampire, though.
You
I
never
mean, he
know.
did say diamonds are forever, and so is Ric Flair. But
so
what he
is Ric
may
Flair.
have meant
Woo!
was vampires are forever, and so is Ric Flair, but he didn't want to bust them out.
Maybe.
Man, see, now I'm just disappointed that that was never a facet of, like, his and the Four Horsemen's characters.
Definitely should have been. They should have had like a Lost Boys mythos behind them. For sure. Tully Blanchard would have done great. Or they could have been Voltron Voltron crew, because Tully Blanchard would have been a great prince, the evil prince.
But
Lotor.
Instead of a tiger, they form a giant horse.
Yeah, that's exactly what they have to do. And the head is J.J. Dillon.
Yeah, I was gonna say JJ would be the head. That'd be
Gotta
perfect.
have it. Gotta do it. What was your favorite horseman pairing?
Paul Roma.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It'd have to be Flair Wyndham and the Brainbusters, or whatever you call Arn and Tully. That's the best lineup.
Or Tully.
And then
okay.
JJ,
yeah,
of course. But
Wyndham?
yeah, I gotta go Wyndham.
I'll have to go with the original just because they were iconic. When Ole was there, too. And it was
you
iconic.
can't go wrong with either, but...
And I didn't really like Ole's wrestling style, but it was iconic because him and Arn together pick the body part, tear the body part apart,
Sure.
They would work that like gold together.
I think I just like the variety in it because Arn and Ole seemed like two different versions of the same thing to me.
There's
Which
definitely that.
It's got its ups and downs, pluses and minuses to it, but it's
The
personal preference.
The
Really.
other thing I liked about the Andersons is that they were a tag team. They had that cohesion, so they were a tag team. And then you had Tully Blanchard, who was that national heavyweight champion, and then you had Ric Flair, the world heavyweight champion. You just had all these pieces that fit together.
Right, they had a guy for every level of competition. It was perfect.
That's it. They had somebody for every level. And then I'd have to say that's the one that I honor the most. My personal favorite had to be the one with Sid in it, dude.
I mean, Sid was awesome back in the day
because of that. Because I was like, holy shit,
know.
the Horseman with that dude.
Exactly.
They're unstoppable now.
Yeah, I mean, even him in the Skyscrapers, when it was him and Dan Spivey, or for that short period of time, Mark Callis. It's like, how can anybody beat these guys? They're just these crazy, enormous, muscled up dudes. Like,
well, it didn't make any sense for anyone to beat those guys. The only ones that should have stood a chance were the Legion of Doom, Road Warriors.
Well, I guess the Steiners too. I mean, those guys are.
Steiners were a
crazy
group
back
that
in the
at
day.
the time you would have thought to yourself, they should be able to put up a great fight, but still get beat.
True, they weren't the Steiners they would eventually become.
Right.
They were on their way.
If it would have been Big Papa Pump and what was Scott Steiner, the Holler If You Hear Me? Or no.
Yeah, Big Papa Pump, you had it right.
No, Rick Steiner.
Rick was the dog-faced gremlin.
I know, but he had a thing after he was a dog-faced gremlin, but he had a thing in WCW when he was a singles guy.
I'm Rick Steiner and you're not, so go fuck yourself. I believe that's what it was.
That was on his shirts. That's what they sold to all the kids.
They really ran out of ideas towards the end, didn't they?
True story. But when he was using that line, he had a catchphrase.
I believe, if you don't like me, bite me.
Yeah.
Was that what you were getting
that
at?
was it.
Something along those lines.
But didn't he have a nickname around then?
I just remember
Could've sworn it was
Dog-Faced
some
Gremlin's the
other
only thing I
Dog-Faced
remember him
Gremlin,
being.
which is one of the greatest nicknames of professional
amazing.
wrestling history. Dog-Faced Gremlin. Why that wasn't on every shirt, I don't even know. Like, it could be on other guys' shirts.
Because they were WCW or NWA guys, and they were tend to be less gimmicky than their WWF counterparts, I guess.
Never made sense to me, though. But it also gave me that different vibe, a Taco Bell to a McDonald's, and that's why I enjoyed both NWA and WWF, because WWF was the colorful, it had the characters and all that good shit, and NWA was that raw,
It was gritty.
feel. So those were the things that set it apart, but also made them great and gave pro wrestling fans a different flavor.
True.
I think one of the problems now is that we all got the same flavor. Like, you tune into a lot of the programs, and a lot of them's doing the same moves, things like that. Canadian Destroyers. Why is everybody hitting a Canadian Destroyer these days?
Well, yeah, because, I mean, there used to be a very distinct difference in styles. You had, the cruiserweights had a style, and then you had, your mid-level, like, Intercontinental title, U.S. title level guys had a more,
Maybe a more grounded style, a more wrestling style, a more suplexy
a lot of
style.
finesse, a lot of, that kind of stuff. And then you had your heavyweights going for the world title.
Yeah, and did you notice that?
Do you know where your children are?
Did you notice that one of the things that? I think that's the alarm.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get to wrapping this thing up. I think that's one of the things that set it apart. But we will pick that up on the next episode because Billy McNeil's got to
Dot.
Yeah, we got to turn this into a dot. Pick it up next time.
I've got to go do something important. I don't have the wherewithal to think of some clever thing. So
He doesn't have kids, but he does have to go kidnap someone's.
I got to go pick up kids. I just haven't determined which ones yet.
That's true. So, do you know where your kids are? All right. We're going to wrap this thing up. This has been Untitled. Do you know why I did our name the way that I did it? The Crash and Crush thing?
I was going to ask you about that, actually.
Yeah, it's in our message when we were asked, some of our moves and tag team names and history and all that stuff.
Oh, Unicron Crush.
The Unicron Crush
Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn. I took both those names that you came up with and I just split them. So Crash and Crush, I just put it on the picture, the promo picture for that
I saw it. Yeah,
episode.
Actually, to be fair, Patrick Brandmeier came up with the Unicron Crush.
I like it.
He knows way more about Transformers than I do, and I was like, hey man, I need a Transformers name for this, and you're just the man for the job.
I like it, and
Brilliant.
We were using.
Thank you, Patrick.
We were using the touch from Transformers the movie as our entrance music, so it fit
Stan
perfectly.
The Man Bush.
And Patrick, we appreciate you throwing out a great name for our tag team finish, and we appreciate that you appreciated our music when we first started using that, because it was all for you, Patrick. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
At least most of it.
We're going to wrap this thing up. This has been Untitled. Until you give it a name, I'm Curtis Wylde.
Hi. Oh, I'm Billy. Hey, what's up?
He's Billy McNeil. And right over there is...
Chrissi Wylde.
And again, this has been Untitled. Thank you for watching. Like and share.
Or else.
Fucking subscribe too.
Do something.
Do it.